Welcome to game number 1 of MarineLorD versus 3DB in Golden League 2. MarineLorD, he was the champion of Red Bull Wololo Legacy just this last October. And 3DB, well, he was banned from the tournament on rules of allegations of cheating. We've never really received evidence as a community. But with that being said, MarineLorD having the #1 seed in this tournament, B actually having lower ATR tournament ranking due to his suspension at the time. So it's kind of wild that at this early stage of the tournament, these two players aren't meeting up, because for MarineLorD, you would think he'd have a lot easier time, but B is certainly going to bring a challenge. I am sure of it. This is on one of the new maps. This is EGC Canal. And on this map, you've got this river right up the middle with all of the shorefish kind of on both sides here towards the middle of the map. So you have players do things just like this, building docks towards mid. Well, you say building docks, but what does B built? He's going for a military school. Playing as the Ottomans, he's going to go for some early aggression and probably try to take out the dock of MarineLorD. So a cheesy feudal strategy already. Not a big surprise when you have Ottomans versus the Holy Roman Empire. So I'm very interested to see how this game turns out. A big shout out to Purple Buds over on Twitch for dropping a sub. I appreciate you supporting the stream. I don't have any corporate sponsors, so thank you for you guys who are able to support. And for those of you watching on YouTube, just clicking through those ads that start at the beginning of videos, that helps me out. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. B also adding a barracks in addition to the military school. And this is going to be exciting already. We'll see how this works out. MarineLorD has already built his own barracks. I think he scouted it, so he knows what's coming at least. He's not completely blind, so he checked that out. So he's kind of seeing what's going to be going on. Of course, B is known for his creative strategies. Everybody knows that. He always have something crazy in store for us. So not surprising to see a mid-bat military school. Now, this is going to need to be successful for them, because if he loses the water, he's going to lose the military school. He's going to lose his barracks, and he's not gaining those shorefish right now. This is kind of an all-in for him. But 2 spearmen versus 1, this should be an engagement he's able to take, most likely, and we'll be interested to see how this turns out. Now, of course, MarineLorD still bringing in those shorefish. There we go. He does have his second spearman come out, and thanks to that first stab, he's able to do some damage already. But the subsequent reinforcements will be a little harder for him to take. Of course, this is a best of 3 matchup, and in today's tournament of Golden League, this is the first official week. This is the age of the no stone, or this is the, whatever they're called, no stone age. They're not allowed to use stone walls or keeps. So kind of a unique rule set. Of course, not going to matter here in the second age. But there is also a redemption bracket in this series of tournaments. So even though one of these players will be knocked out of this part of the bracket, they will have another chance in the redemption bracket. So though it stinks to see 2 pretty damn good top 10 players going toe-to-toe so early on, you'll get to see them later, as one of them will most likely make their trip through their redemption bracket, I would imagine. Not sure who's going to be heading that way, though. Right now, B, 5 spearmen versus the 6 of MarineLorD. He's been able to keep up his spear production. Of course, the military school doesn't build too quickly. It takes its time. So he's going to wait right now as he is training up from his barracks in addition to his military school. But MarineLorD has just kept non-stop spearmen production. So he's been able to keep the spearmen. He's been able to keep up with the spearmen numbers so far. I think B will start to get ahead, but he might be able to stay, just keeping the numbers with them, just because B has to travel across the map. So maybe when we add in this next one here, that's where he'll have an opportunity to actually take a fight. Back at home, B here on the wood and sheep. Wood and sheep there for the archery in addition to the fish. So B hasn't really been able to get a ton of value out of this yet. B adding a dock of his own there and gathering some of the shorefish on his opponent's side. And then we see 10 spearmen versus 10 spearmen. MarineLorD moving out. B going to have to fall back, as MarineLorD's going to pretty quickly siege that dock. But B has something to say about bringing the spearman in. They get a little bit of a spearman charge, which you see happening there. Wow, we're gonna see like just like top tier micro. I mean, these are two of the best of the game, and seeing them just go toe to toe with like even numbers of spearmen. This is gonna be all come down in the micro. We'll see if they use any different formations. They've just kept them in their regular formation. It looks like for the most part. We have a low HP spearman on the front line, gets taken down. 11 spearmen versus the 12 of MarineLorD right now. A good pickup for MarineLorD. Now, B did just get a Vizier point, so you're going to see that Vizier come in. That Metter could make a major difference. He probably should wait to take this fight, but that Spearman charge going in. Villager getting chased down by the Spearman, and he might lose a Vill. That Doc in a little bit of trouble right now. That Metter coming up, that will provide a speed bonus, and he can also switch to melee, which he has, which will give +2 melee armor, which would really give B an advantage here. But looking at the numbers, just MarineLorD's done a great job at these fights. The micro is just crazy right now. Okay, he takes it with the Metter. He has +2 melee armor, so his spearmen are significantly stronger in this fight, and we'll see who comes out ahead of this. A little bit of attack on the north side. Looks like he backs up a few of his units. More spearmen coming out. MarineLorD still has 12 spearmen versus the 10, 11 of B. But now grabbing that one, that's going to help even up these numbers. MarineLorD has just been out microing him. Wow. Okay, of course, they've got +2 armor. Don't forget about that. And there we go. We see this engagement coming down. MarineLorD has the numbers, though. And if you take the wrong commitment, you just lose everything here. That Doc, you can see, low on HP. And if he can ignite that on fire, did he lose that villager? He did, in fact, lose that villager. And he would then subsequently lose this food income. And that would be pretty massive as he's invested in this. Going to stick this fight. We've got spearmen out here facing off against each other. The fishing boats getting their last drop off as MarineLorD is cleaning up this fight despite the buffs of the Metter giving speed and melee. MarineLorD has just done a great job here in the early stages of this game, and even going to go after a few of those fishing boats, one-shotting one down, another one going down. Wow, this is going to be most likely a game in MarineLorD's favor. As he just had excellent display of micro here within the first 10 minutes of this very first game. Chat calling out, nerf MarineLorD, nerf MarineLorD. You know, what would GG Greg do here is something that I sometimes ask myself. But is this a game that could end in the Dark Age for both players? Potentially. Now, we did see in the previous series, B was able to take out Simtom's villager in the Dark Age and basically put the game in the bank for him pretty early on. And now this is the issue that I had mentioned earlier. With forward bases in Age of Empires 4, if you lose military advantage, you are screwed. Because not only are you behind with military, they will camp your military production and kill anything that comes out. Now, he's focused on just taking out that military school right now. And this differs if you played AoE3, it's got batch training. So like a thing like this might not be the end of the world if you get like 5 units coming out, but you can kind of see what's going on here. I'm surprised B's even poking at it, just trying to slow him down, I guess, buy some time. But he is aging up, so he will be the first one to the second age. I think he's trying to buy time because I think he wanted to maybe get his upgrade to hardened. Perhaps that's what he's trying to do here. But he will be the first one on water. Now, I expect to see MarineLorD wall this. We do see a villager in position, so, you know, he's clearly listening to FitzBro's advice here. But B is going to be losing both of those buildings, and if you see the eco count, MarineLorD in a pretty strong position now. And honestly, from MarineLorD, it's kind of whatever he wants to do. He's taken out all of the military production. There's another dock, and guess what? He's probably going to take that out too. Perhaps we could see a Dow, a Hulk, or a demo ship. Yeah, it's going to be a demo ship here today. Can it get trained in time, though? I think with the stalling of his own spearmen, he might be able to buy himself the time, but it's certainly going to be close. Let's keep an eye on that. Wow, the Dark Age just being crazy here for these two players. I told you it was going to be a hell of a series, and you see it here in the first 10 minutes. Why? Boom! The demo ship makes no damage! It's definitely not the nuclear demo of days past. That almost looked like it was bugged. Like, how did that not hit any of the spearmen? Like, that is insanity. I thought it would have at least done some damage, but wow. That is a yikes. Got no value out of that demo ship. B trying to use the... Uh-oh. I was going to say he's about to lose these guys to the Spearman. Okay, MarineLorD heads up to age 2 as well. He aged up with the Aachen Chapel. Of course, going to be the economic landmark of choice. Not going to use that fancy new one. We've got a third dock for B. Continuing to fight. Brings the demo up. Will he be able to get it this time? This could be a good opportunity. The demo moves in. Will it miss again? He puts in spread formation, and he isn't able to get any value there. The demo ship just looking menacing. That's mostly what's going on there. And it's vanishing. It's got a cloak sometimes or something. Yeah, so if you haven't been watching Age of Empires in a long time, they used to be nuclear demo ships. They did just ridiculous amounts of damage. Those days are gone. He was able to get an arrow ship out now, though. I wonder how differently this might have looked if that first ship would have been an arrow ship rather than that demo ship, which really didn't do a whole lot. So, B getting a little bit of map control. He's going to need to maybe do something about this water on this side, but he's definitely playing from behind. But folks, when you're in these big S-tier tournament situations, these players are going to play to the bitter end. I would not expect to see him tap out here unless something crazy happens here in the next few minutes. So playing from a position where he's lower economy-wise, we see MarineLorD picking up wheelbarrow, B also picking up wheelbarrow. Back at home, he did build a blacksmith. It looks like he's working on some archers. Some man-at-arms have been added to the mix for MarineLorD. I wonder if we see a Springald chip. We do. A Hulk coming out right now. That could actually help deal with the man-at-arms, doing 35 damage. That could be the equalizer of the man-at-arms fight. He is leveraging his imams to heal up this army that matter, providing that speed boost, and you see him getting a few shots out there as he starts to work away at the opponent's dock. 2 docks online for MarineLorD. We do have 1 dock still for B. Some fishing ships with it as well. Hulk being trained. Man, oh man. I expected to have a hell of a matchup, but I really did not expect like the first 5 minutes of the game to be crazy back and forth micro. Okay, so right now we've got man-at-arms running through. They might just ignore water and go all the way through and harass the base of B, perhaps. I'm not seeing a blacksmith or any techs yet. Getting a significant amount of gold. It's looking like MarineLorD was kind of macroing for perhaps an age up, although now some investments in his water military, his naval military, but it looks like he can just, that wall buys him so much time that he's able to sit behind there. He's boomed up with his fishing boats. I mean, look at this. He's got 12 fishing boats compared to the, what, 3 of B? That's pretty big. The 3D B. An outpost being built back at home. Spearman trying to come in. What a great wall segment. Look at this. B bought himself some time with this because the Spearmen don't want to go across the town center. But he's currently repairing that. Can he keep it? Doesn't look like it. MarineLorD's coming in one way or another. And he gets up on those villagers. Villagers going down. Did he lose one? One villager dies. Other ones jump inside the tower. And he's just, he has so many infantry. He's just melting everything. Wow. The tower does buy him a little bit. We see the Hulk coming back to defend. But at the same time, MarineLorD pushes on the front line. These players are playing at... Wait, did he wall himself out? I swear he was going to chase that, but he just stayed there. Okay, so losing a villager. B has lost a total of 10 villagers when you count the fishing ships this game. And MarineLorD just dominating the river here. Of course, this is EGC Canal, if you have not seen it. Oh, sorry, it's a canal. It's not a river. This is a man-made body of water. Can he do something with this demo ship coming on in right now? Will he get any value? Takes a shot. He knows he's got it. Micro's back. That demo ship's going to be in some trouble. Another demo ship. Oh, a Hulk. I'll say if that was a demo ship, that could have been pretty big for him. That Hulk might get just destroyed, though. Let's see. Is he body blocking it? I think he's stuck. Maybe, or he just decided to take that fight. Hulk for a Hulk, I guess it's an even trade. I think that's what it was. Or was that a galley? Maybe it was a Hulk for a galley, perhaps we saw. Okay, so the Hulk, of course, is going to be the counter against these galleys. So the Hulk is the Springald ship. It looks like that MarineLorD Springald ship going down. But now B has no water presence, having to build. I think this is his 4th and 5th dock of the game he's building already. MarineLorD being strong on canal. It's in his name. He is Maritime MarineLorD. Okay, now demo ship is the counter to this. They're grouped up. He almost got a double whammy there. Takes out one of them, but a new age began. MarineLorD's in the castle age. What did he go up with? The Regnus Cathedral. So going for the eco route. Boy, oh boy, look at this. He's just staring him down. Says, try something. Try it, I dare you. He actually took that. Boom. B, though, following him up to the castle age. Cleaning up the attack there in his base. There's his Mehmet Imperial Armory on the front line by the blacksmith. He's trying all he can to try to stay alive in this game, but it's certainly a hard effort. Man, a demo ship here, if it could actually hit the infantry, would be massive, but we've yet to see any successful demos on infantry yet today. Okay. Whew. Wow. Another dock being built. He just keeps building them, losing them and building them. Okay, MarineLorD grabbing the relics, tons of food and gold. I almost wonder if is he just going to go to the Imperial Age? Say, screw this, I'm getting my Regnus, I'm going Imperial. That might be what he decides to do. We'll have to keep an eye on him. But B hits the Castle Age himself. And still feels like he's crumbling. He's been losing villagers left and right. His army just struggling to deal with the infantry of MarineLorD. He does have his Imperial Army online now. Oh my gosh, he almost lost that meter. Military school continuing to produce units. He has not switched over to crossbows yet, which I anticipate he might to help deal with his man-at-arms. Oh! Loses that meter, which was providing that beautiful buff for all of his units. And if this can get within range, I mean, he can just take down the buildings from the sea. Not to mention going Imperial Age, which is definitely what he's doing here. B, just struggling to stay alive. I honestly did expect the Ottomans, especially to open military school and a blacksmith. I thought that was going to be enough to take that. I think actually, I mean, like I would have done much better, but I think if he had opened straight with the barracks rather than going straight for the military school, perhaps he could have got the leg up on MarineLorD with that rush, because the surprise factor was kind of gone. MarineLorD saw the military school and knew he had time to that first spearman was going to be out, but MarineLorD just played this excellently, having seen that pressure heading his way. We have another military school online. B still got plenty of fight left in him. You know, I almost expected a Springald. A Springald would help. Springalds are very effective against ships, but not going for that here today. Okay, Palace of Suave coming down. MarineLorD putting it mid-map. He's not even afraid. Palace of Suave, this is the village printer. They produce insanely quickly villagers at ridiculous discount. It's a super sale every day on villagers for the HRV. And B, going to be an age behind. That's going to be really hard. Not only to mention, I think he can also build the Carrack, which I believe is an anti-structure specialist. So that he could just sit here and siege down a landmark, siege down that, get that, get that, get that. Like, you've got to control the canal on this map. He has, in fact, switched his military schools over to crossbows. Going to try to take that fight, but Mangonel does get a shot and see how much damage it does. Does a little bit of damage to it. Okay, he's going to take out some of that from the sea. It looks like he's also used his... did he use his Vizier point to get Janissaries? I see two Janissaries there. Wait, is he training them somewhere? I think that was his Vizier point. I think he used it to get the Janissaries. I wish they put the Vizier points here on the UI. Yeah, MarineLorD could have maybe grabbed all these sacred sites earlier, actually, but just now starting to get those. There we go. We've got the villagers just being printed right now. Look at the villager difference. I mean, we would need something short of a miracle for B to do something here. MarineLorD really showing why he is #1 here in this first game today. Both these players have been practicing offline for the most part, so we really haven't seen any action out of them since Red Bull Wolo, so it's kind of unknown what they would look like, especially a new patch just being dropped this week. They had very limited time to prepare their strategies for today. The map probably being the key thing for this. This is a unique map. Okay, so B at a huge eco deficit. Of course, he does have free military units, so that's something you don't really see on these stats sometimes. He doesn't have to pay any res for those, but another military school being dropped down. This is going to be just so hard to deal with. I don't think we're going to see any Carracks here. I thought we might there for a moment, but I think he lost a little bit of the control, and I think he realized, like, yeah, a land army can wipe out your boats on a map like this. I think he's going to be pumping infantry. What do you guys think? Now, wood, this wood is gone back here. He's moved on out to the south side. This is his next wood line really available. There's not much in your... You do spawn in the corner on this map. Relic-wise, MarineLorD's going to be getting all of the relics. Look at that. Massive. Holy cow, this was hype. B trying to do something, heading on the map. He's got a few of his knights. He's got a few crossbows in that army. I don't know if a few crossbows are going to deal with just like a flood of units though. He's about to just do basically a Zerg swarm. He's just gonna keep making units and units and units and units. He's getting his heavy maces. He's gonna get all the upgrades. We won't see any keep drops like you might expect to see because the tournament rules do not allow it. But we do see him. He's even getting the relic upgrade, so he gets more resources. I mean, he's just... This is what pro players do. When they get ahead, they get more ahead. Instead of where someone else might have been attempted to go for the kill, he sits back, goes for a Palace of Swabia, booms up, makes sure his eco, like there's no question about it that he's going to be able to win this game. And now we see these man-at-arms moving in, elite man-at-arms. That mangonel's going to be caught out on the field. I'm not sure how MarineLorD is going to handle this. I mean, he's taken... I think I said MarineLorD B, but that mangonel's going to get picked up there. He's got to bring his crossbows back home, but can they do enough damage to these spearmen? Does not, let's see, oh, not spearmen, the man-at-arms, there we go. Okay. Boom. Janissaries and crossbows. He actually did train some Janissaries. He's able to mop up this fight pretty easily. Lost his knights on the front line, but it probably won't matter. For MarineLorD, this is just cannon fodder. He's going to just send units everywhere. Okay, B trying to go for his raid of his own, but there's nothing back there. Nothing but death, at least. And he's got his his Aachen Chapel set up for the late game. He could delete those lumber camps. We do see mid-map, those man-at-arms picking up anything that crosses their path. B trying to take out some of the military production and the dock, but doesn't have a lot of siege. These are all ranged units, so it takes a long time to actually kill anything. Okay, MarineLorD bringing his ships on down the canal. Did I hear a... I thought I heard a mangonel. Oh, that's okay. That's an Ottoman mangonel. This is pings. 1, 2, 3, 4 pings all over the freaking map. This is wild. Okay, we've got the Hulk back at home, picking off the reinforcements, so these units are dying as soon as they're trained. That's going to be super problematic for 3DB. We see him adding in some farms on the south side of the map. Is there any hope for him to get the Imperial Age? Looking at these resources right now, I just don't see how he could possibly do it. We hear Wolo coming down from across the map. Looks like B was trying to snipe that relic. Really trying. Trying to get any bit of advantage he can. But it's really challenged. By the way, this map has 4 sacred sites. I think the only map I really know that has 4 sacred sites. Well, I guess we had, what, Confluence. We don't see that anymore. Bring the knights in, and he's going to go after those boats. Again, on this map, land armies can take out navies in an instant. As you see how much damage they did to that boat. See if that mangonel gets a shot off there. Going to take a shot, and 1 galley will be going down. Another 1, 2, 3 left. But here comes MarineLorD on the south side. Crossbows and Janissaries ready for him. He has added spearmen in there as well, so it's going to be an all-infantry approach for MarineLorD. I'm not seeing any variance really of that, but he spreads out. He's got so much. He's been getting those Imperial techs. Look, he's almost got his elite army tactics, which will give him additional 20% health and damage, and you see that he's just running in there, not scared of crossbows or anything. Villagers on the run, just trying to stay alive. Mangonel's going to get a shot. It looks like he's going to survive this fight. Hulk still picking off at those reinforcements. Where's that Mangonel? It's going to get a shot off on the Hulk. That might get both of them. Yeah, it does. So, B doing a good job of securing his resources the best he can. He has half as much villagers as his opponent. That's the Palace of the Power of the Palace of Swabia. Power of Pine Swamp. Pow! Wow. 123 versus 62 villagers. MarineLorD can do whatever he wants. Okay, Mangonel coming on out. Gonna take shots at the Spearmen. The Spearmen aren't armored, so they do take a lot of damage from those Mangonels. And MarineLorD starting to wall his opponent in. No stone walls, though. No stone walls against the rules. Something has died there. I think that was a Mangonel. I'm not sure what that was. He clearly needs a great bombard. When you get to the age 4, he needs a great bombard, right? That would settle things. Mangonel's being destroyed. B trying to stay alive. I think he knew this game was over a long time ago. Now, for some of you wondering, now hold on, why is B still playing this? He's in the 4th age, he's getting slaughtered. You would expect him to tap out. Well, part of the mentality of pro players when they're in these tournament scenarios is his strategy is he's just trying to use this time to tire out his opponent. He's forcing MarineLorD to work for this fight. Now, MarineLorD, he's probably playing with an Xbox controller at this point. But his goal being that maybe in that next game, he'll just be slightly off his game. Maybe he'll be mentally, you know, just not at 100%. So that's probably mostly what you're seeing here. This is he's playing for the next game in the mental war. It's kind of crazy. But I've talked to players and heard them talk about this before. You can see Man-Arms getting within range of those villagers as he stays alive for now. I would think MarineLorD might focus on all those sacred sites soon, so he could just start that countdown going. He's not going to have stone walls to trap his opponent, and he finally brings in a Mangonel, which is going to be quite effective against all these ranged units. Villagers all grouped up. He's probably going to go attack, and there you go. 3DB taps out. We had an exciting first few minutes of the game, a unique strategy from B with the forward military school and barracks, but today that did not work out. This is a best of 3 series, so don't you go nowhere. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, leave me a comment. We'll see you in game number 2.